Deva Sakya Panduskam Tvameva Tvameva Vidyadravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvamam Deva Deva Majanjana Timirandasya Jananjana Salagaya Chaksur Militanjana Tasmai Shri Udave Namah. Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapurana Ki Jai, Book 2, Discourse 1. For the pleasure of Sri Gurudev Nitai Gaur Radheshyam Sundarlal, we start this Book 2 of Srimad Bhagavatam. The process of meditation and the cosmic form of the Lord described. Sri Sukha replied, Sri Sukha Uvacha, this inquiry of yours made me a view to the good of the world. O King, is most welcome. It is esteemed by the knowers of the self and is the most important of all that is worth hearing, remembering, or chanting. 2. There are thousands of things worth hearing and attending to, O ruler of kings. For men who are attached to their home and engaged in performing the 5 great sacrifices, enjoined on the householders, and are blind to the truth of the self. 3. Their span of life, O King, is stolen away at night by sleeping or by copulation, and in the daytime by endeavors to make money or to provide for the family. 4. Maddened by affection for those that are intimately connected with oneself, one's body, progeny, wife, and so on, unreal as they are, one fails to visualize their end, though actually witnessing it. 5. Therefore, O descendant of Bharat, he who seeks to attain the fearless state of moksha should listen to, recite, and dwell on the stories of the Almighty Lord Sri Hari, the soul of the universe. And inhibitions generally delight in discoursing on the virtues of Sri Hari. 8. This Purana, which is known by the name of Bhagavata and is as sacred as the Vedas, I studied towards the end of the Dwapara age from my father, the sage Dvaipayam Vyas. 9. Fully established as I was in the Absolute, my heart was captivated by the pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna of excellent renown. That is how I study this Purana, O royal sage. 10. You being a votary of Lord Vishnu, I shall recite the self-same Purana to you, for the mind of those who repose their faith in this Purana quickly receive disinterested love for Sri Krishna, the bestower of liberation. The mind of those who repose their faith in this Puranam quickly conceive disinterested love for Sri Krishna. This is the supreme goal. 11. For those who have developed an aversion for this world and seek to attain the fearless state, as well as for realized souls that have attained union with God, O King, The chanting of Sri Hari's names has been concluded to be the best means as well as the end. The chanting of Hari's name, the name of Hari, this is what is established on all over the Gaudiya Siddhanta, the chant of the names of Hari, but it does not mean Mahamantra chanting. This is not correct understanding, but the chanting of Hari's name, I will quote this shloka on the next video of today here on YouTube, and also will be on my Instagram, Sarvashakti108. Please be sure to following my Instagram as well. I am posting some interesting stuff there. So, O King, the chanting of Hari's names has been concluded to be the best means as well as the end. This is Srimad Bhagavatam 2:1-11. To a man who is neglecting about his own interests and was used in this world are long years of life that slip away unnoticed, are spent in ignorance, much more valuable in the hour consciously spent in endeavoring for the highest good. Oh, Bhagavan, this English use here is sometimes a bit too much. Anyways, 13. Having come to know that he was to live only an hour more, the royal sage Khatvanga renounced everything in that short space of time and sought refuge with Sri Hari, who dispels all fear. 14. The limit of your life, O descendant of Kuru, is yet 7 days from now. Meanwhile, accomplish all that is conducive in your welfare hereafter. 15. When the hour of death comes, man should shake off all fear and cut with the sword of non-attachment the tie of affection for his body as well as for those that are connected with it. 16-17. Full of self-control, he will quit the house, bathe in the holy waters of some sacred stream or lake, and, squatting on a seat made according to the scriptural ordinance in a clean and secluded spot, should repeat with his mind the holy pranava, consisting of 3 parts, A, U, and Am. Aum. Nay, controlling his breath, he should also subdue his mind, taking care not to forget the pranava, the seed of the Vedas. 18. Having risen for his helpmate, he should withdraw his senses from their objects with his mind, and by dint of his reason fix his mind, distracted as it is by tendencies to action, on the blessed form of the Lord. 19. With a concentrate mind, he should meditate on any one limb of his body of Bhagavan. When the mind is withdrawn from all external objects, by thus fixing it on the limb at the time, it should be so completely absorbed in the thought on the Lord that he should cease to think of anything else. Such a state is supreme, the supreme reality of Lord Vishnu, by attaining which the mind is filled with the ecstasy of divine love. 20. In the course of such meditation, one's mind is distracted by forces of rajas, passion, or obscured by the force of tamas, darkness, or opacity. A wise man should carve it through concentration, which destroyed the impurity occasioned by rajas and tamas. 21. When through the practice of such concentration, the practicing yogi is able to behold his blissful object, the Lord, he forthwith attains yoga, union with God, which is characterized by bhakti, loving devotion. Interesting shloka also about yoga. This is the pure and real final meaning of what yoga is. Also will come to the channel as a video, short video. 22. The king asked, "How is concentration practiced, O holy sage? On what object has it been approved of by the scriptures? And what kind of concentration speedily removes the impurity on one's mind?" Sri Shuka replied, "Having acquired stillness of seat and control of one's breath, and having conquered attachment and subdued one's senses, one should fix one's mind on the material form of the Lord by force of one's reason. One should fix one's mind on the material form of the Lord by force of one's reason. This 23, I think, is not correct translation. Cannot be material form of the Lord, it can be the manifest form of the Lord. But the form of the Lord is always transcendental. Never born, never die, is eternal. So here we have to check this shloka as well, is 2:1:23. That is his cosmic or universal form, the grossest of the gross, wherein is seen this phenomenal universe in its past, present, and future form. That is his cosmic or universal form, the grossest of the gross, wherein is seen this phenomenal universe in its past, present, and future form. 25. The Lord who tenants this cosmic body with its 7 sheaths consisting of water, fire, air, ether, ego, mahatattva, or the principle of cosmic intelligence, and prakriti of primordial matter, as the great being, Virat Purush. He alone is the object of concentration. 26. The knowers of truth describe him thus. Jay Sri Radheshyam, blessings to you. May Nitai bless with wisdom. The knowers of truth describe him thus. Patala, the nethermost sphere comprising the heart of the terrestrial globe. One more time, globe, and I'm sure the shloka reads mandala or mandala kriti, as previously we read, constitutes the sole of his feet, and rasatala, the sphere immediately enclosing patala, the hinder and the front part of his feet, mahatala, the sphere immediately enclosing rasatala, corresponds to the ankles of the creator of the universe, and talatala, the sphere immediately enclosing mahatala, the chunks of the Virat Purush. 27. Shutala, the sphere immediately enclosing talatala, represents the knees of the cosmic being, while Vitala, the sphere immediately enclosing Shutala, and Atala, the sphere immediately enclosing Vitala and enclosed in its turn by the crust of the earth, form his thighs. The earth's surface corresponds to his loins, O king, while they speak of Bhuvarloka, the sphere immediately enclosing the earth, as his navel. 28. Indra's heaven, the sphere immediately enclosing Bhuvarloka, forms his breasts. Maharloka, the sphere immediately enclosing Indra's heaven, his neck, and Janaloka, the sphere immediately enclosing Maharloka, his face below the brow. Tapoloka, the sphere immediately enclosing Janaloka, is recognized as the brow of the primal person, and Satyaloka, the highest of or seventh heaven, immediately enclosing Tapoloka, and the heads of the thousand-headed Lord. 29. It is said that the gods from Indra downwards represent his arms. The cardinal points, his ears and sound, his auditory sense. Nasatya and Dasra, the twins Ashvini Kumars, the physicians, doctors of gods, are the nostrils of the Supreme, odor his olfactory sense, and flaming fire his mouth. 30. The sky constitutes his eyes, the sun his sense of sight, and day and night form the eye lights of the cosmic being. The abode of Brahma in the Satyaloka represents the play of his eyebrows, water his palate, and taste his tongue. 31. They declare the Vedas as the crown of his head. Yama, the god of retribution, constitute his grinding teeth of the various forms of personal affection manifest in individuals. His other teeth, the Maya, which deludes men, represents his smile, and the unending eternal process of creation, his sidelong glasses. Jai ho, jai ho. 32. Bashfulness forms his upper lip, and greed, the lower pity, constitute his right breast, and the path of unrighteousness his back. Prajapati, the god presiding over creation, Prajapati, represents his penis, and the gods Mitra and Varuna his testicles. The oceans form the cavity of his abdomen, and the mountains the system of his bones. 33. The rivers constitute his arteries and veins, and the trees, the hair on the person of the cosmic being, O King of Kings. The air possessed of infinite strength. In his breath, time represents his movement, and the uninterrupted action of the three gunas in the form of creation, his activity. 34. The wise recognize the clouds as the hair on the head of the Lord and twilight, as the raiment of the infinite being, O chief of the Kurus. They declare the unmanifest primordial matter as his heart, and the familiar moon represents his mind, which is the seat of all passions. A truly beautiful description of this universe in relation to the body of Bhagavan. How beautiful that we can see every single element of this universe as part of the body of Bhagavan. 35. They speak of the Mahat Tattva as the power of understanding, and Rudra as the ego of the universal spirit. The horse, the mule, the camel, and the elephant represent his nails, while the deer and all other animals abide in his hips and loins. "36. The birds are his wonderful workmanship. The first Manu, known by the name of Swayambhuva, represent his intellect, and man, the offspring of Manu, his abode, the Gandharvas, the celestial musicians, the Vidyadharas, another class of demigods, the Charanas, the celestial bards, and the Apsaras, the celestial nymphs, represent the reminiscence of his melody, and the demon hosts his virility. 37. The Brahmanas represent the mouth, the Kshatriya, the arms, the Vaishya, the thighs, and the dark complexion Shudra, the feet of that mighty being, and the performance of sacrifice that are conducted with the help of material substances, such as clarified butter, etc., and in the name of classes of deities bearing various names, is his occupation. 38. Such is the magnitude and constitution of the cosmic body of the Lord, as I have just told you. It is on this grossest form that the mind is concentrated with the help of reason, for there exists nothing apart from this. 38. And 39. Just as a dreamer sees himself projected in various forms in a dream, it is the one all-witnessing self who experiences everything through the intellects of all. One should devotee oneself to the embodiment of truth, the repository of bliss, and should not feel attached to any other object, for such attachment brings about the degradation of the soul. Verse 39. Thus ends the first discourse of Book 2, describing, among other things, the cosmic body of the great being, of the great and glorious Bhagavata Purana, otherwise known as the Paramahamsa Samhita. Bhajanita Go Radheshyam Japo Hare Krishna Hare Ram. Wishing you all who are watching a blessed day full of wisdom, and that bhakti will flourish in your heart. As always, wish good to everyone. Wishing good means that everyone should be engaged on devotional service, on bhakti. This is our real truth, our real self, and our real path must to be in the service of the lotus feet of our divine couple, Jay Sri Radheshyam. The service of the lotus feet of Nitai, which will and desire is that every single jiva, every single soul will chant the names of Hari. Haraya Nama, Krishna Jadavaya Nama, Gopala Govindaram, Shri Madhusudam. With this, we will serve to Sri Nitai, spread the word of the Vaishnava Acharyas, the Purva Acharyas, spread the word and the work of our Goswamis of Vrindavan, to serve Nitai feet, to serve to Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and when we achieve the lotus feet of Sri Gauranga, not by intellectual meaning, by heart, by love, by service, surrendering, then we will get to the Nitya Lila Vrindavan, Shri Sri Radheshyam. If that is our wish, this desire will be absolutely fulfilled, and we will have all the rights to serve the divine couple with love and devotion. I wish you a great day. Jai Sri Radheshyam. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.